Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to yet another brewery showcase here in the Master of Hops Beer Reviews. Today, joined by
Les of the Sultan of Simcoes.
Yes, we're barbecuing. I'm doing beef ribs. Les has never had beef ribs, and when he came, he almost came in his pants because he saw those bad boys. They just became wrapped now. I just wrapped them, and now they're getting the last bit of heat for a couple hours, and then they should be done, and we're gonna have some good eating.
Awesome.
But we're doing a brewery showcase of some beer from Spike Brewing Company because I have had a lot of beer from them all of a sudden. I thought, hey, let's do a brewery showcase video because I bought this one, when I was in Sweden, and I got this one from the ever so awesome Johan in Sweden, as I say, and the other Johan from Sweden gave me these. The other Johan being Johan who worked with what are they called? Odd Island, and now I think it was Wormland Beer Works or something like that. So yeah, thanks to both Johan and Johan for the beers. I think we should start with the Pilsner, don't you?
Yo.
I think that's the best idea. So this is a 4.6% beer Pilsner called Private Pils. I had this at the brewery. I really liked it, so I bought a can to take home. And yeah, it says it's a Private Pils that's casual and crisp, hopped with Tettnang hops. So traditional stuff.
What's it?
4.6% alcohol. German hops, yeah. So I think it's German style since it's Tettnang. Ooh, it's very
that's
light.
a classic Pilsner, right? German.
Yes. So we're doing this a little bit low key because there's so many cans and everything. So the pour will be what you see when we do it right here on camera. So it's very clear actually.
Yeah.
So Private Pils, first beer. That looks like a classic Pilsner.
Exactly. Like
Crisp golden yellow.
Actually, a little light yellow for a
Yeah,
Pilsner.
it's very light yellow actually. And then a white head. Let's check out the aroma. Oh, it smells really good actually.
Yeah.
We're actually
a little citrusy.
it reminds me of my Pilsner that I brought a 2-liter growler straight from the taps. We have fresh draft beer inside.
Okay. Awesome.
2 liters that we'll be having later.
It's
Not
like a
reviewing
little
it,
citrusy.
but yeah, but
for-
that's
for
also
a
made with
Pilsner.
but that's also made with Tettnang, and I recognize it instantly. It's like this super floral, as you said, citrusy,
Yeah.
lemony, limey hop aroma. I think it smells quite nice. A little bit of a sweet Pilsner malt backbone,
Yeah.
but otherwise it's the hops just that
It
shiny
smells
grassy.
very lightish and exactly like a Pilsner is.
Yeah,
Or should be.
and I've really started to become a big fan of Pilsners, so let's dive in. Cheers.
Awesome.
Super refreshing Pilsner.
Just like it should
Super
be.
drinkable. I think it might be dry hopped a little bit because it has a bit of dryness, like a dry hop pellet thing. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm
And
mostly getting
Actually, I still
lime.
have the kind of citrus in this.
Mhm.
I don't know if
Lot of
it's
it.
the yeast or something.
No, it's definitely Tettnang. It's that this nice lemony, limey hop flavor with some grassy hops as well, a little bit of floral, some sweet malt. I think this is a great Pilsner.
It's awesome Pilsner.
I would actually give this like a 90.
On a day like today, and when there are 28 degrees outside, this is
This is one of the
fabulous.
best. This is
for
yeah for
kind
this
of
weather.
man.
This is actually one of the best Swedish Pilsners I've had of craft Pilsners.
I just feel like chugging a whole can.
Hmm? Yeah, I'll give this a 90. I think it's really good.
For I have to rate it like a Pilsner, so
Yeah.
actually I would go higher for this kind
Yeah.
of beer. 95. I don't see it could be any more perfect than this.
That's good. You can be proud of this Pils Spike. It's very good. So the next one is low alcohol beer. I think this one is made for the supermarkets because it's only 3.5%.
Is this from Sweden? All of this.
All of them, same brewery, Spike. So it's a brewery.
I was in
showcase.
Sweden here in this summer actually earlier, and I recognized that everywhere there's beers for pregnant women and with non-alcoholic. The selection of the supermarkets are
Yeah.
insanely.
The reason why that's because the law is you have to sell in Systembolaget if it's
Oh, yeah.
high alcohol.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 3.5% is the maximum you can sell in supermarkets. So I think this is
but
like
also
a
at
supermarket beer.
yeah, but also at all the bars in the town, there's at least 5 non-alcoholic beers on tap. And
I think Sweden
so.
is doing better with craft beer than Denmark
Yeah.
because there's almost every city has a good bar with craft beer
Yeah.
that's decently sized.
We were in Malmö. It was crazy.
Yeah, Malmö is a
There's
hot spot as well.
So many craft beers.
But let's get back to this beer because I think this will be a long
Yeah.
video otherwise. But this is Fresh Prince, their American Pale Ale, 3.5%. I don't know if there's a stronger version too. It says it's a pale ale brewed with I think freshly harvested hops from Yakima Valley, and that you should drink it as fresh as possible. Made with oats and wheat, barley malt, water. It doesn't say the actual hops, but yeah, we'll check it out. Now the wasp also comes. They've been everywhere this summer. When I started barbecuing, they were everywhere. But as soon as the smoke started coming, they fled because they, it's a fire. Okay, so
more oaky.
it's actually hazy.
Hazy, yeah.
It's actually quite interesting that the first that poured out looked a lot like the Pilsner, but then we got some of the yeast, I guess, from the bottom of the can, so it's a little bit hazy. But it looks like New England-esque, even though, well, it doesn't say West Coast, does it? No, it just says pale ale. So,
But very light.
But hazy, light orange,
Big light hit on it.
Yeah, why then? Let's check out the aroma. Quite mild, but citrusy, orangey. What are you picking up? Why are they not coming outside?
You just said it.
Yeah.
But because that is all that I get. Orange juicy, actually. Yeah. Like a orange juicy kind of aroma to it.
Yeah.
Orange skin.
I would actually say the Pilsner had more aroma than this.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But let's try it. Cheers. And
Very
this one
light.
was from Johan, who worked with Odd Island. And I think it's Norling his last time is. Yeah, that's right.
Actually,
snappy.
Very, very good.
Not a lot of body,
Orange,
but it's also only
orange.
3.5%.
It's so orangey, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's super orangey.
But
Orange,
more like
tangerine.
more like the skal. You know what I mean?
The peel,
Yeah,
orange
the peel, the orange
Yeah.
peel. Not so much the meat of the fruit.
Nope.
But like this bitter peel of the orange.
I agree. Yeah, and some lime, some lemon zest. But yeah, definitely bitter, pithy orange. A lighter body, it's like expected for 3.5,
Yeah.
but it's really drinkable. I
very
mean,
good.
for a low alcohol beer, I think this is quite tasty. You know, you could easily
Yeah.
drink a few of these. It's nice there's options like this with low alcohol as well in Sweden, because you don't have that here.
Yeah, and if you have to drive a car and you want a decent beer, this would be perfect.
But I will say I enjoyed the Pilsner a bit more. I'd say like an 85, 84. I think it's nice, but for what it is, it's quite good. But I'm not like, I like the Pilsner a bit more.
Yeah, I like the Pilsner a bit more as well. So like an 85 on me here. It's a decent beer, and I'll definitely, if I have to drive a car, pick that up for sure. It's a good beer.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next one. So this is the Set New England IPA. I actually had this. It's pretty good. I hope this is fresh. But this is their, or it says, it's an X New England IPA. And yeah, it's funny. I got this from Johan Norling, but Johan Ryding bought me a can of this when we were at a bar in Sweden last time. You met Johan. You met Johan Ryding after, you know. Oh yeah, you couldn't get in.
I
So
was too drunk.
no, you were
apparently.
not too drunk. They thought you were.
They said I was too drunk.
They said you were too drunk. That's, yeah, part of it. That's true. But Sweden is very fuzzy about that. When we were at the beer festival, people were kicked out for being drunk as well. It's a beer
Really?
festival. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so this is
What
the
did
X
they expect again? Yeah.
Sweden and their
Moving on
alcohol
to the
laws.
next beer.
Denmark is more fun. In that regards. No. But
They got
yeah.
better beer.
Sweden's got great beer. I think Denmark has too. But this is a 6.8% New England IPA, hopped with Mosaic, Chinook, Citra, and Columbus.
Oh, Citra is my favorite.
Yeah, Citra's great. It's interesting that they put in Chinook and Columbus, but I've been told when this is good, it's really good. So like when it's fresh, it's,
Chinook is awesome.
it's great. And, but the interesting thing is like it's a whole lot lighter than when I had it in Sweden. The color is
Crazy. It's almost the same. We started with this, and then it get more and more intense, the yellow.
Yeah. And then we should
little
go
more
over
hazy.
to black afterwards. It would be weird if they were yellow.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's check out X New England IPA. Yeah,
It's more milky.
It looks like a New England IPA, you know, hazy, golden yellow, slightly orange, white head. Let's check out the aroma.
A more like solid hit on it. Not so much like.
I'm really getting the Mosaic on this one. Smell it. I already smell it. So it's interesting. For me, I'm getting Mosaic, which is this almost blueberry and sweet citrus character, and then Columbus really shines in Chinook with this almost like ramson and garlic, oniony earthiness, just a little bit, and also just classic grapefruit.
Is it weird that I get a little of lassi mango or something.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'd say that.
Like this
that too.
milkiness to like this.
I think that's
citra.
a Citra Mosaic combo. It kind of smells
Like
like
a lot of milk actually.
Yeah, like a sweetness, but that's like, that's
like
a
dessert-y.
mix. I think it's a mix of esters from yeast and the
maybe.
hops. That's often how it is in these New England IPAs. But it smells pretty good. To me, it's like a mixture of old school IPA or West Coast maybe and New England, which is really nice.
It's awesome.
smells really
This
good.
one
It's the
smells
most-
like a beer that I would enjoy
Yeah,
pretty much.
and it smells quite fresh. It's definitely the most popping of all of them. Let's try
Should
it.
we try it now?
Cheers, and thanks to Johan. Yeah, definitely
Oh.
more popping than the other two. Great mouthfeel.
Mm.
But it's
But still the milky feeling. It's
Yeah.
just like drinking milk.
the super fluffy, the mouthfeel.
Not the taste, but the
It's
mouth.
interesting because I think the hops are not as pronounced as on the aroma. I think it smells a bit more intense than the flavors.
It is like a little. Is it weird if I say hazelnutty?
Maybe green hazelnut. I
You
don't
know, I like this bitterness on the back of your tongue.
What I'm mostly getting is orange and sweet citrus.
Yeah, of course, all those obvious.
Of course, yeah, a little bit of the mosaic blueberry edge, but a good amount of like this kind of, as I said, earthy ramson, onion, garlic thing, which I think is Columbus and Chinook playing, and like old school hop flavor. Also like grapefruit, but it's still got like the New England sing. I think this really reminds me of a OO beer, actually, to be honest, because I know Ole from OO loves to put Columbus in his IPAs, and that Columbus character really shines with that earthiness and everything. And he likes to pair that with juice, like the juicy profile hops. So I think he'd really like this beer himself, and it just reminds me of that series. The OO 50/50 series. I don't know if this came first or whatever, but it's a nice New England IPA that mixes old school, new school flavors.
The thing is awesome. And Peter already said all the things that I can taste as well. But yeah,
I'll say a straight 90. I think it's
It's
pretty
good
good,
bitter.
but I'm not like
Good
blown
bitter,
away
I
by
think.
it. But it's straight 90, quite nice. For me.
I don't want to rate the same thing as Peter, but I'm a little more excited. Like a 92 on this one. It's a pretty good beer. It's not the best, but it's definitely in the high end of the scale, I
Yep.
guess.
Yes,
It's very good beer.
nice. Up next is Marsipulami, their Imperial Marzipan Porter. This is also from Johan Norling, so thanks, Johan. This is the 2019 release on 8.2%.
Whoa. It's gonna be good now.
I actually had this at the brewery, at the tap room. And when I had it, what I remembered was that I thought it was lacking marzipan flavor.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll see.
Is that hard to combine beer with marzipan?
I mean, the thing is, they use actual almonds, it says. So the problem with that is that almonds are really fatty. Nuts are in general, so you can't put a lot of it in your beer because you're going to destroy the
But-
head.
But you can. I imagine that you can't just not put almond in your beer and expect it to taste like marzipan.
No,
Really?
You will get a similar flavor.
Really?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think a lot of people really like this. It is almost like black. I think it's
brownie.
like really, really brown.
Really, really brown.
It probably
It's
looks
like-
black on camera.
When you wake up in the morning and you can't open your eyes and you make the coffee, you put a little too much bean inside.
Yeah, too much coffee bean in.
Yeah. This is actually what it looked like.
Quite a fluffy, like carbonated looking beer as well. Like it
But a
looks
pretty
like
light head on it, actually.
Yeah, it's like tan.
It's like
Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, I'm not really getting marzipan.
it's
or
like
almond.
Bailey.
I can see that actually. There's a little bit of a cream kind of caramel
It's
thing.
like, yeah, actually, like liquor.
I think you got your first
creamy.
mosquito bite, man.
Yeah, no, it's not my first.
But yeah, it's got some toasty profiles too. It's got a little bit of roasted malt. But to be honest,
Sweet coffee, actually.
but to be honest, I'm not smelling almonds per se.
I can feel. I can smell it. Some sweet almonds.
There was a mosquito trying to bite your head.
Yeah.
I got it though. Oh, now I got mosquito.
Actually, I can actually see the marzipan in this one.
Maybe
Yeah.
more in the flavor. Let's try.
Oh,
it.
yo, actually, I can do it. Like, I can. Because
Let's try it. It's very toasty. Okay, I can see a little bit of almond character on the flavor, but it's like fizzy, toasty. There's almost a flavor that reminds me of Coca-Cola, for some reason.
It's really bitter.
Yeah, it's really bitter.
Actually, it is just like too strong coffee, like this bitter roastiness on the end.
That's like, this is pretty much the same experience I had trying it at the brewery. That it's like a slightly, it's also quite thin for like almost, it's 8.2.
I can see where the marzipan is in here, but I was expecting a little more sweetness.
Yeah, it's not sweet at all. It's like
Not sweet,
fizzy,
it's like bitter.
lightly, almost like tart. I won't say sour, and then bitter, acrid, a little bit. Like it has like this bitter roasty malt flavor.
A lot of roastiness in here. Just like eating a bread that's pitch black on the toaster. You forgot it or something like that. But
I don't think it's bad, but it's just like, it's kind of average.
I could not drink a whole pint of this one.
No, but I don't. Yeah, most of stouts. Well,
I think it's all right.
it's okay.
All right, if you have to. The taste of this, and then you have to get it a lot more. To my taste, it should be a lot bigger mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's sweeter, more adjunct
Sweeter,
flavor.
thicker.
I think for me, this would be like maybe a straight 80. It's okay. It's a nice tasting beer, but it's just lacking on everything I would like. Maybe even a 78.
I would say a 75 on this one. It's way too bitter for me. I was expecting a lot more sweetness to it.
It is quite. I'd actually probably give this a 325 on Untappd, so it's 3.5 maybe. So it's more like 78 for me than 77, 76. It's actually the worst so far. Not that it's a bad beer again, but it's the most disappointing for sure.
But a beer like this, it deserves to go crazy. Way more body.
It's like almost lightly sour, which is kind of
way more body on it and a lot sweeter.
Fucking mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Everywhere. But yeah, hey. Yeah, moving on to the next one. So we're moving on to Mrs. So this is a coconut Imperial porter, but I hope this one has more adjunct flavor than the Marsipulami. So this one is from the ever so awesome Johan, as I call him, which is, I think his name is Ryding, so Johan Ryding. So thanks a ton, bro. I got this last time we were in Sweden, and when I met up with him, and this is, Mrs. from Spike. So Imperial coconut porter on 11%. So as it's 11%, I'm expecting that this will have more body, more mouthfeel, it's going to be thicker, and hopefully we'll get a little more adjunct flavor. I mean, just pouring it out, it already looks thicker, and it looks
awesome.
Looks much better and much more like a
look at that head, man.
Imperial. So also, the other one was quite carbonated. This one looks like it's more what you'd expect from a beer like this.
I love the head.
Yeah.
It reminds me of these.
Wine gums?
Yeah, wine gums. You know, with the foam on the back.
Oh yeah, we have like a candy where there's like foam and then.
Oh yeah, you know,
licorice on top.
you American guys don't know licorice as well as we do.
No, we eat it. We love that stuff. But pitch black in the glass.
Oh,
nice tan headed. This looks much better. Let's check out the aroma. Roasty, toasty. It's really old school. Caramel. What? Syrup?
Like syrupy.
Yeah.
Like this very dark syrup.
And I can sense a light hint of coconut. And I'd say it's the same
and
vein.
Vanilla, of course.
Yeah, it's in the same vein as this in terms of the adjunct, not being super intense, but there's a little bit there. Yeah, it actually smells good. It's Muscovado, sugar-esque notes, molasses, dark fruit. It smells better.
I said something wrong here. I said oaky instead of hazy, but this is actually a little oaky.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, almost like a woody flavor.
Yeah, like
burnt
woody.
wood.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Cheers. Try the misses.
Cheers.
Now, this is how this should have been, just with the flavor of marzipan.
Oh, this
The
is
coconut-
so cocoa.
Yeah, the coconutty is definitely more
Coconutty.
so on the flavor. This is a much better base beer than the Marsipulami.
I love
Wow.
when I smell a beer and expect one thing, and then I sip of it, and I get completely blown away because
Something
that was
different.
not what I was.
I think this is
expecting.
probably the best
good
spike beer
way.
I've had. Spike does some nice stuff, but this is probably the best I've had.
Oh, the body on this one, amazing.
Super creamy. Really
It's like
good.
sticky almost.
Yeah, sticky and creamy.
It's like
what a
if
beer to
if
finish on.
If you do like, yeah, you get this
Yeah,
curtain,
curtain
on the glass.
of legs on the glass. Coconut is definitely there. Milky vanilla, OT flavor.
Yeah.
Loads of caramel and
Vanilla.
sweetness. The aroma indicated like this big, old school, roasty kind of thing, but it's not. It's like sweet, it's fudgy, it's kind of like pastry stout like. Maybe.
Yeah, actually. It's like a drinkable bounty, just
Mm-hmm.
not the sweet parts. And then it's more like dry, coconutty. It's like a bounty without chocolate.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
have a strong coffee at the side.
Or just like the insides
have
of the
vanilla ice
insides
cream.
of a bounty put into
A strong
more-
coffee. And then it's just like, oh, it's heaven.
I think it's really good. I'm not blown away, but I think
I
it's
am.
really good. I think like I love that kind of coffee, chocolate, dark chocolate flavor paired with the coconut, and it's like this
Whoa.
milky coconut, like desiccated coconut flavor in there, and it's not artificial. It tastes like it's real coconut.
Oh.
Caramel, toffee notes.
Actually, I
Good
wouldn't
amount
have
of
guessed
sweetness.
it's a
Actually, the
porter.
more I'm drinking it, the more I like it. Yeah, it's more Imperial Stout like because it's so
Yeah.
sweet.
I should say a porter. If you served this for me without the can, I should not have guessed it. It was
But
a
the thing is, with Imperial Porter and Imperial Stout, those stouts have become a little bit interchangeable nowadays. But I'm gonna go 93 on this one. I've had better coconut stouts. That's probably why.
I will actually go a lot higher, because it doesn't get any more perfect for me. I can't complain about anything in this beer. It's so complete. I'll go 98 of the 98, and then I saved the last 2%. the last 2 points for something.
That's awesome. You really like this, man.
It's complete, man.
It's right up your alley.
Is there something in here that you are disappointed about? Or
I could use
you
a little
could
bit
use
more
a little
intense coconut
Yeah?
flavor. I can use a little bit less tartness because there's some tartness from the roasted malts. So
Good job.
yes, I agree. So if you guys had a chance to try any of these beers from Spike, let us know. If you don't know Spike, check them out. They're a great little brewery in Gothenburg. They have a nice tap room to check out as well, so check that out. Hope you enjoyed this brewery showcase video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I thought we should get all these knocked out in one video because there was quite a few. Thanks a ton to both Johan and Johan for the beers and myself for the pills. And as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we're going to say cheers in the last beer. And see you guys in another beer review.